So I've taken that same situation that I had. So let's see. I had this situation at first. These were angles in the same segment. So now what I'm doing, I'm taking one of the angles in an alternate segment. So check, I take it here in an alternative segment, and I hope you can notice that the angle has actually changed. You see that the angle is now 214.32. That's another important thing that you need to be taking note of. And here the angle is what? Still 34.2. But what is the relationship between these angles? Here's an interesting thing. If I take 214.32, okay, and I subtract it from 360, okay, 360 minus 214.32, I get 145.68. So in other words, this angle here, okay, very important for you guys to note this. In other words, this angle here, the one well, this one here is actually 145.68 degrees. Okay, now this is the angle which is in an opposite segment as that one also. Okay, in a sense that here's the minor segment. Okay, and there's the major segment. We don't really look at this one because you can see this even outside the circle. Okay, so my apologies for that if I misled you or confused you a little bit. So I'm clarifying it now. So we can see this angle here should be 145.68, and this is because these are the two angles are actually a revolution, okay, or angles around a point. Now, here's the interesting thing. If I take this 145.68 and I add 34.32, I actually get 180. So note well, 34, or let me just start by indicating the relevant angles. Angle A plus angle BDC, I must show the order in which I'm moving in, is equal to what? 34.32 plus 145.68. All right. And this, guess what, is 180 degrees. That's the interesting result. Not just interesting, but it's actually an important result. Now, once again, let us have some fun. The fun that we are going to have is as follows. Is that we're going to do, I'm going to move this one here. Okay. I'm going to move it all around, right? And if I move it all around, okay. If I move it all around, okay. If you look at what I'm doing here, you can see I'm starting to also have a different case. Okay. A, C, D, B, or A, B, C, D. Okay. Very, very interesting things here. Don't get lost because we're getting somewhere with this. We're actually going to introduce another nice, lovely theorem from this. Look at this. Okay. Look at, I'm still maintaining my angle sizes, but I'm moving in different ways. Look at that. Okay. I want you to now start thinking about the shape that is actually being formed by the segments, okay, in this order, A, B, C, D. I hope you can see that this is a quadrilateral. And this is going to make us move nicely into the next theorem. So I hope you are starting to think about that. So let's check, look at that. So of course, now once I start moving things around, it's gonna happen differently. You see, once I do that, things are going to start happening differently. If I do this, things will also be a bit different. So let's see, let's play around with this. Look at that, look at that, look at that. Now, we call ABCD ABDC, okay, is actually a cyclic quadrilateral, okay? It's a quadrilateral, but we call it cyclic, okay? Now, why is it cyclic? Now, I've already given you a hint of this, but let's measure the angles and see what is happening. So I'm going to measure this angle here, the inner one. Sorry, I've actually measured it, but I wanted to measure this one here. Yes. You can see, of course, it has now changed the size because we moved it from where it was. So this one will be there. So for now, I'll just keep these positions. And let's look at this angle here. Oh, no, I forgot to select. I'm sorry. Keep on doing it the other way around when it should be the other way. There it is. Let's go for this one here. Oh, this one is going there. Yeah. Should be this case because it measures. Yeah. Now check. What I want you to notice is this one here is 90.27. This one there is 89.73. This one here is 106.47. That one is 73.53. What is important to note as I wrap up this video is that angle A plus angle D one add up to 180 degrees. The same thing with angle C plus angle B. They add up to 180 degrees. This is the first property that you will now learn or establish about cyclic quadrilaterals. Now, in the next video, I will be definitely discussing in detail the theorems that have to do with quadrilaterals, okay? Any four-sided figure that happens to be inside a circle or touching a circle or related to a circle in some way, we will be discussing that. This was just to introduce that concept, and I hope it makes some sense to you. Cheers.